Yo, 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 Holiday Nation! Yeah, Holiday Nation! Woo! Woo-wee! Hoo-wee, mama. Today has been quite the day for me, let me tell you. I woke up, I made breakfast, and I've been on my computer for a bit, watching YouTube, rotting away at pallet truck, and then I some whatever the next meal is after breakfast, and here I am. And I also vacuumed my room, and my bathroom, my final third room, which is the kitchen. And now I'm here. It's pretty much evening at this point. Yeah, no, it's been a really fucking uneventful day. I don't like not having plans for the weekends. Sometimes I do have some ideas of what I want to do, and I'm just missing the time to do it. Low-key, kind of the thing I have. I have quite a few things I want to do, but I just don't have any interest in doing them. It's just, I don't know. It's strange. I'm motivated a lot by just doing things, and then once I've started rolling, I keep rolling and just does that thing all the time. So if I have school in the morning, I struggle in the beginning, and then I get into the rhythm of it and have a good time, and come home and have a continuously good time, just being energized from that. On a weekend, if I just wake up having no plans, no nothing, I just stay doing nothing for the whole day, and it's annoying. It's a bad habit. One that I could probably fix if I tried it harder, but I'm not really in the mood of trying today. The only obligation I had was cleaning up my room. I don't know what else to call it in English, but I did the rest of the stuff that I needed to do to clean up my room. Sounds fucking weird to say it like that. And my second obligation is to play Hollow Knight every other day, and today is the other day. So, that's what I'm doing. Other ideas of what I could be doing that I want to be doing is, I think, play some games. I'm playing Rain World, I want to play that, but currently what I've reached in Rain World is that me and a friend is playing together. I need that friend to keep playing it then, and he's not available right now because he's does have shit to do, unfortunately for me. So I'm waiting on that. I did some of the Rain World challenges. I beat everything except the last challenge in the game, which is a sans fight essentially. It looks super difficult. I wasn't really in the mood of grinding that at the point. I don't know if I'm doing that. Probably it will be. I feel like if I do undertake the challenge, it's gonna take a fuck ton of time that I'm not sure I want to dedicate. But then again, I don't really have much else to do today, so it's kind of a waste. If I don't, the last challenge, I should probably just do it. It feels really good weather outside. It's super fucking hot. Holy shit, I'm heating up just being next to my window and the sun's coming in. It's pretty late too, I'd argue. So why is it still that hot outside? Come on. Maybe I should go outside and just go for a walk. I do need a little bit of ingredients for dinner. I bought a bunch of spinach pasta, facundi or facconi. I don't know. Zucchini. Don't know what it's called. Some Italian word. It's just basically spaghetti, wide spaghetti that's green. It tastes a bit like spinach, and it's really good, really good. It was I've always liked those. It's among the best kind of pasta, and it was on sale, so I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get that. And I bought a shit ton of it, so that's gonna be my dinner for the next couple of days, I'm imagining. Now I just need something to go with it. So I don't wanna just eat that bare. I want something with it. Got a lot of frozen food, veggies and shit. I kind of want some meat or some protein with it. Whether that's tofu, chicken, beef, or pork, I don't know. I'm just gonna go to local supermarket and check what's up. Oh, maybe I get some sausage, a good sausage this time. The last time I bought sausage for a pasta dish, it was the most horrendous shit. I bought something called a fouet or fouet, F-U-E-T, and it was the most dog shit fucking. Holy shit! I regret like buying that and tasting it. It's literally, it's actually covered in mold. It's mold. M-O-L-D, actual mold. I don't know why I thought, like, why I went for it. I just thought like, oh, fancy sausage is on sale. I'll just buy a few of those. Super cheap. It's called Fiat. It's got mold on it. That's curious. Let's try it out. It might be good fun, you know. I like trying new experiences. Ugh, bad experience. Bad experience. Not gonna stop me from doing it again though. I won't buy a Fouette, that specific sausage. I'm not gonna do that again. But I will continue to make stupid decisions in the future, trying out stuff that I will probably hate. Because it's kind of a fun thing to discover. Sometimes you do find something good. You know, I wouldn't have played Hollow Knight if I didn't try something new. I'm saying that because when I bought Hollow Knight, it was like one of the only games I'd ever bought for myself. I think before that it would have been PUBG, Rainbow Six Siege, and Minecraft. The only 3 games I'd bought, I think. Then Hollow Knight come along, like super cheap. I saw a YouTuber playing. It's like, oh okay, I'll buy it. It's on sale even. It's like, okay, it's gonna be I'm gonna use my allowance money on this. I bought it. Oh, and I finished it. It's like, wow, it was really good. Realized there's a lot more to do. I finished the rest of it. Didn't want to like, you know, if I don't finish the game, I've like wasted my money. You know, I need to complete 100% of the experience. Then they add DLCs, like the Grim Troop. Okay, cool. Just keeps on giving. Hell yeah. Godho. Whoa. I'm gonna real quick finish that. Okay, I beat all the Pantheons and won. What do you mean there's a what do you mean there's a 5th Pantheon? And here I am today. That's pretty much like my life told in the Hollow Knight, or like in my experience in Hollow Knight. Since then, bought a lot more games, played a lot more games, finished a lot less games, sadly, than I've bought. The next like consecutive few after Hollow Knight, I did try to like complete. First one being, I think, Celeste. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's quite it's a hidden indie gem. Not many people know of it. It's made by Miyamoto from Nintendo. It's like a personal passion project. Super hidden gem. Anyway, I beat that. Super fucking fun. I love that game. Then there's like a DLC as well. Free DLC. I love that. The 2 games that I love, like 2 of the games that I love the most. I shouldn't say the most because I have found other games that I may or may not love more. But the first 2 games I really loved had like free DLC, and that has set the standard for every other DLC following. So if a DLC is not immaculate, it should not be paid for at all, because Hollow Knight and Celeste has incredible DLCs, and they're both free. Anyway, Celeste has a really good DLC. Farewell ending. It just like adds a new level, like new few levels, like what's it called, like chapter, filled with a bunch of levels, and they're made with the consideration to like speedrun tech, which is super fucking cool because it's just adding. Like one of the most popular speedrun techs, a wave dash, is just something they've implemented into the level design that, okay, wave dashing seems pretty cool. Now it's a required thing. Instead of it being an optional thing people could do to skip ahead, now it's required to beat the levels, making it that much more harder and also that much more enjoyable to go back to earlier levels now that I have beaten the farewell ending. I can do stuff like wave dashing and all that kind of funny shit. And I can beat the previous levels with these. I don't know. I think I had more deaths in that single DLC chapter than the entire rest of the game. And it was a super fucking great experience. I felt so accomplished once finally beating it. Then I learned there's like a secret hidden path you can take to get the blueberry. Or like it's moonberry, it's not a blueberry, it's like a strawberry but it's blue. And they call it a moonberry or something. I don't know. Point is, more challenge, more content, more awesomeness. I love that game. 3rd game I bought that I started really loving. Let me think. If you're going off like indie games, I don't know if I bought a AAA game ever. Trying to think. Pretty sure it was Hollow Knight, Celeste, and then the 3rd game came in and rocked my socks off. I don't know if it was Rain World or Noida. I think it was probably Noida. Because I fucking love Noida. It's so fucking good. I think I have 300 hours in it or something like that. Probably only 200 maybe. I don't know. I think I have roughly 300 in Hollow Knight just from doing this challenge. I don't know how to sure. I'm gonna check real quick. How much? I have no idea. 319. Nice, and I have 369 in Hollow Knight. No, 96. Not nice. So yeah, I think Noida became my third game that third big game for me that I had bought. And it was super fun. Actually, it wasn't. It was like super fucking horrible, and I hated it. It was super frustrating and confusing. For the first like 10 to 15 hours, sucked so ass. Because I sucked ass. And I knew that. That's why I kept at it. You know, I paid for this game. I'm going to play the game, even if I hate it. At least gonna beat it. And I played it a lot longer. I see like watched some tutorials online to figure out the cryptic fucking controls. It just wasn't explained very well. Nothing in the game is explained particularly well, and that's kind of the charm. I was a stupid kid though. I needed it to be explained to me, and I found tutorials online. Started like understanding the system, starting playing around with various mechanics. I started dying a lot less because I remembered the previous deaths and how they happened. I started using those deaths to use like abilities that were once used against me or that I once used to kill myself. I used them against my enemies instead. Became a fucking powerhouse. Super amazing experience. It's literally like it's a roguelike, but the main, instead of like getting meta progression based on like, oh, you unlock this and unlock that, you just unlock knowledge for the next run. You realize, okay, that happens if I do this, and it killed me. This time I'm gonna try it a little bit differently, and maybe it won't kill me, and then it kills you. Try it again, maybe do a little bit different, and it becomes a god run. Once I finally beat Noida, beat, got to the boss at the bottom of the dungeons. Didn't stop there. That was like the tutorial. I had proved myself that I was able to beat, quote unquote, the game. And now it's time to stop descending and go up in the overworld and explore the rest of the world and become more powerful, form an actual god run. Create a wand that heals infinitely, create one that teleports you and movement really well, an instant shit killer wand, a digging wand. You need every one of those 4 things. Try to combine them into one if you can, or maybe 2. No, it's great. Oh shit. That's probably my third main game. At that point, it's like a perfect trio of Hollow Knight, Celeste, and Noida. I still really haven't beaten everything in Noida. I'm missing quite a few different achievements you can perform. Not in like Steam achievements, but in-game achievements. It's like a different system for that. Which is super interesting. I should probably like get back to that. I'm also missing like one of the main things to accomplish that will give your character like a cosmetic crown for future runs. I have yet to do that, which is kind of embarrassing based on the amount of time I had spent on it. I just haven't had a god run that I wanted to dedicate to it. And other stuff I wanted to do, and then eventually I would die on those runs, which is also their own experience. Wasn't really doing quests, but now I kind of feel like I want to do those quests. Just like evaluating my journey through games, trying to like complete every one of them, having the hardest addition to the game, the late edition being my favorites. Like, you know, God Home is my favorite part of Hollow Knight, Farewell is my favorite part of Celeste. Maybe creating a sun and moon, black sun, is going to be my favorite part of Noida. I don't know. It is definitely the late game of Noida that I love the most. Arguably, it's hard to say. Anyway, enough of Noida. Love that game. Third favorite game, as in like it was the third game to become my favorite for a while. Then a while later, I got Rain World. I'm sure there was a few other games between that, maybe. Probably Out a While, some other stuff. But Rain World was the next big game for me. Like that really stuck with me. I had a very similar experience as with Noida, where the first 10 to 15 hours were complete and utter torture. I really did not like them. Super frustrating, super annoying. I thought the controls were clumsy. Thought the combat was impossible. Thought the level design and direction was awful. I kept wandering into this waterlogged area and drowning and felt super fucking inconsistent. I hated it. Then I gave up. A few months later, I tried again, went a different direction, found like an area completely fucking dark. You couldn't see anything. It was super fucking annoying. Weird lizards were following me around, and I could barely navigate anywhere. Eventually, make it far enough down to find some light and some weird creatures with X for heads. Like they just had like a big X symbol on their heads. I don't know what they were doing, but they have telekinetic powers. And they're like tendrils or arms and shit. Super fucking scary. And interesting. I walk up to them and try to see what they're about, and they just like telekinetically lift me up and smash me into the ground repeatedly, killing me. Not instantly, but like violently. And that's that. That's that. Tried again a few times, couldn't get past them. They just would repeat like the cruel murder shit on me. Pretty fucked up if you ask me. But hey. Then, I kind of stopped playing for a bit, went back to it and realized, okay, let's try again. Actually, though, on the same save, I went a different direction. I found all my way up to 5 pebbles, went up the leg. Super interesting. He was like, hey, blah, 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 go to farmer race. I don't know what the fuck farmer race is. Where's that? Like, gotta go past farmer race and below it. And here you go. Here's like a little gift I give you. And suddenly my karma levels shoot up wildly above their maximum. And I get the final symbol of the karma levels being an X, or like a shape. Exactly, I go to those creatures' heads. I realized, oh, maybe that's where I need to go. And then I used fast travel to get there, which was a feature that I'd found. Oh, I could use fast travel. I should probably start using that. Immediately fast travel right to the end, skip multiple areas that I never got to see because of that lie I did get to see them later, but skip those area 1 and felt super dissatisfied with that. The fast travel kind of ruined that for me. Wish I had like gone exploring more because I kind of started to like the game at that point because after running around the dark for a lot of time, getting disappointed by not being able to get to the end, you know, because these people are getting me. I wandered around Hallownest, like, Rain World a lot more randomly. Eventually found the leg, eventually found 5 pebbles, and that got really interested. Being able to get to that point is because of a big test of skill, in my opinion. And you can't really get there without being a little bit competent at the game, I think. So, at that point, I'd already kind of started to like the game and understand it. So, immediately skipping to the end after just about getting to like the game felt kind of unsatisfying. But oh well, I decided to go to the next game mode. It's like a red slot cat used a hunter. Super weird, I don't know what that means. Apparently he's a carnivore, he can't eat plants. Like he can, but it gives him nothing. He's like super little. Doesn't get filled by that. He needs to eat meat from creatures and needs to kill creatures. I thought that was fucking crazy. During the entire my entire playthrough of that game, I had been avoiding, I've been cowering, I've been ratting around, skulking, trying to avoid any conflict. Whenever I saw a lizard blocking my path, I would always think, how can I get around him? How can I possibly evade this encounter? Suddenly, when playing Hunter, I saw a lizard block my path and thinking, should I kill him or kill something later? Like suddenly a whole other dimension of whether or not, how to get past him became, is it worth eating him or should I eat something later? Should I find an easier target? What's the terrain looking like? Is it a really flat area? No, not really. Probably best to avoid him and find a different creature. Also, this creature is like maybe a green lizard. They're particularly harder to kill than something like a purple lizard. You know, super fun experience of getting to know Hunter. At that point, I also went online and Googled a bunch of stuff. Found an 80-page movement document for Rain World. Studied that. Practiced a lot in the arena, against fighting creatures. because that up until that I never killed anything, so I decided to practice. And practice I did. I spent a lot of time just watching YouTube videos, fighting lizards that I've spawned in, practicing like making backflips and pinning down and doing all sorts of stuff. Played Hunter. It went a lot better. Had a fun, nice fucking time, just walking around, hunting, eating, killing, exploring. Eventually found Pearlescent Moon. That's not her name. It looks to the moon. Got like a quick chat with her. She told me I'm dying. Like, what do you mean I'm dying? Stupid bitch. I leave. Then I die. Apparently I had a tumor in me or something. Google it, realize I have like a certain set of few timers to complete the thing, and the only way to increase that timer is by going to Pebbles. If I want to truly beat Hunter mode, I gotta deliver my package to Moon and go get 5 Pebbles, Blessing, and meet all the echoes and shit. You don't need to meet Pebbles, I don't think. You just need to meet a bunch of echoes, and then you can ascend. So I had a really fun time planning out my route. I just found a map of the game online, opened it in Paint, drew like a little line to each echo I wanted to meet, and there had my path. Went about and did it. It was a rough, difficult experience, but in the end I managed to get through it with a few cycles to spare, which is nice. Super fun experience of kind of planning on my route. It felt a bit like speedrunning. I'd never done any of that, especially like planning my own route. I had once speedrun Hollow Knight by like finding the optimal route and then speedrunning to get the speedrunning achievement. This time is the first one that I actually prepped shit for myself and did it. So that was pretty cool. Enjoyed that. Yeah, that was like Rain World, super great. I haven't even talked about the DLC because I bought the game after the Downpour was come out, but I hadn't bought Downpour yet. Before like I didn't want to buy Downpour before I finished the base game of Rain World because I figured it'd be more fun to beat the base game of Rain World first, like Hunter as well. And also to kind of prove to myself whether or not I really wanted to buy the Downpour DLC, because as I said, the initial hours of Rain World were really not that fun. I hated it, felt frustrating, controls clumsy, blah blah blah. If that didn't pass, then I didn't want to buy another part of the DLC. And also my relationship with DLCs will be forever tainted by Hollow Knight and Celeste, of them being free and arguably better than the base game. Like, super fun, right? Maybe not for Hollow Knight, but Celeste I'm fine. Well, just a really good addition to the base game. And so, paying for DLC seems like a wild contest to me. Also coming from Minecraft, where updates were just kind of dropping in all the time. Game looks nothing like it did when I bought it, and I think that's fucking awesome. Because I can, of course, always go back. Anyway, then I bought Rain World Downpour. Fucking loved it. Awesome ass shit. Hell fucking yeah. Added co-op as well, which was outrageously cool. Super cool. Love that. Watching DLCs out. Already talked about that a bit. Super great as well. It adds a bunch of new regions and creatures to explore, rather than having new slug cats and the same environment. We get entirely new environments for a very similar slug cat, with not that many changes to the base one. And I think that's fucking awesome. I just wanted more environment. I got more environment. Doesn't get more perfect for me. Right there. Alright. He should be dead soon. Ah, I missed. That's not good. Both them. There we go. Yeah, Rain World definitely was my like 4th big game, big title that I love. I should look at the rest of the games that I've played. If I just go into my own library. Let me go. Scooter Egg. Games. About playtime. Oh yeah, I forgot about Slay the Spire, of course. Slay the Spire, also a great game. In the beginning, I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was cool, interesting. I liked other deck building games, but Slay the Spire specifically didn't catch me that hard. It's only later when I discovered almost, like gave it another shot. I should be saying that. I really liked Slay the Spire, but it didn't catch me in the way that a lot of people have talked about. Like, I didn't bother defeating all the Ascensions and shit. I just beat the base game and got the Silent, my favorite character, up to Ascension 7 thing or something like that. Later though, I went back and played it more and realized, holy shit, I was so ass at that game. There's so much stuff that I wasn't doing. There's a bunch of strategies that I was just always going for, not like being flexible enough. At this point, I have gone back to play the game and finished all the achievements. Super fucking awesome game. I love it. Right. It's also Factorio, I should mention. I don't know when that came into my life. It was a cousin of mine. Oh shit. Old girl. Cousin of mine bought it for me when I was really not interested in it at all. It took me like 3 months to start even touching it. I decided to play it a little bit. Got like blue signs and gave up. Didn't really like it that much. Whatever. It's only a few months later when some other friends of mine started playing it. And like, oh, you already played this. Look what I made. And they'd reached blue signs. Like they're about to meet blue signs as well or something about that. Really early in the game, I'm trying to say. It's like, all right, yeah, I should probably play it again. And then I played it. Made like a trading world, so I'm pretty sure that means no biters, and just every item is spaced a lot further away from each other, so there's more of the items in the individual places, meaning you kind of have to make trains and shit. Played that for a while, had a good time, but I couldn't find oil. I can still see the name of that save at the bottom of my saved game. It just called no fucking oil. I guess I couldn't find oil, I couldn't progress. Ended up canceling that save. Later on making a new save. Again, just a standard, completely normal game. And that time I finally beat the game, which was super fun and satisfying. I've since then spent a lot more time in that game with a friend. He and I are like just Factorio buddies. We play a lot of automation games together and like played a lot of modded Factorio together as well, which is really nice. Just been a good experience playing that with him. So yeah, Factorio, pretty banging game. It's like my favorite automation game of all time. I think it does the best. I know there's other ones out there like Satisfactory, but I've always never had any interest in Satisfactory. It just looks like 3D Factorio, and why would I get... I feel like the 2D aspect of Factorio, the top-down view, adds a shit ton. It like makes it so much more convenient to just place shit down. You can copy paste areas really easily. Using bots, you can create gigantic, easily like navigatable. And like, what do you mean? Like, you can clearly see what you're doing, and it's much more about the logistics than it is the graphics in these kind of games and the movement. I don't give a shit about movement in Factorio. I just want to be able to zoom out, place all the things I want in the specific line. The belt's this way. Got grabbers, whatever they call, like inserters, assemblers, blah blah blah. Making it all fit together really well. Nice, this is a good build. Copy, paste. I don't like this. Copy, like remove it, flip it 3 times, put it back. I'm like putting my hands up while I'm explaining this. It feels like super convenient to use in the top-down view of Factorio. I can't imagine it's that easy in Satisfactory. I imagine they've spent a lot more time on, I don't know, like looking good, and the 3D probably makes it. I guess it gives it like a whole other dimension you can work with, the 3rd dimension, and maybe there's like more challenge in making things vertical as well. But I feel like that just makes it easier. But I don't know. I haven't been bothered to give it a try out because I can always just play more Factorio. There's still a lot of mods out there that I can play to if I'm ever in the need of like playing Factorio. Then I can do that. Other Factorio likes that I've heard about is like Dyson Sphere. A friend of mine has been recommending that a lot. Same story. Why would I play that if I could just play Factorio modded? It sure looks better, but that's like a very low criteria for me. Like one of my favorite games of all time is D&D, and that's literally like no graphics there. I don't think that's a fair comparison though. Oh, that was stupid. Fuck, that was also stupid. Oh, damn. One of the games that I got a really big fan of. I can't recite anything right now. And I kind of glossed over Minecraft. Minecraft is like one of my first ever real game that I played a lot of. That's not true. TF2 was the first game. Then came Minecraft. Oh, that's true. TF2 was not my first game. Half-Life. Half-Life 2 was my first game. Never played the first one. I think, yeah. That was the beginning. I remember playing it at below 4 years old and getting really scared, and my parents gave me like a discussion with like, are they gonna allow me to play Half-Life? That's a fucking horrifying game for a child to play, isn't it? I really liked it, so they let me do it. But I also got nightmares and cried a lot, so I don't know if they made the right decision. Yeah. No, my main experience with playing Half-Life 2 was not even playing the actual game. I would play the demo over and over again. There's like a demo of it where you get all the weapons, and then you just go to an island where there's a bunch of these like enemies just scattered. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. Just kind of scattered around the place, these enemies, and then you fight, like you kill them, and that's that. It's super fun. Played hours and hours on end whenever I got the chance. Oh my god, I got melee. That's crazy. Alright. We stay up. Despite like losing all my fucking health, but we stay up. Let me see. Enter the Gungeon. Also a game I played a lot. It's basically my Binding of Isaac. I don't even have all achievements in it. Didn't really finish it in the same way that I finished Celeste and Hollow Knight. But I played a lot anyway. I really liked the game, but I never got like... my hooked in that game never lasted as long as it has in Hollow Knight, for example. I'm still hooked on Hollow Knight. Yeah. Risk of Rain 2. The same experience, really. I feel like those games, just like roguelikes, don't really entice me as much as I think they kind of should, like, and do with a lot of other people. I played them for a while. It's fun. I mean, I have like 100 hours in both, but I've seen friends with like thousands of hours in it, and I have like 400 hours in Hollow Knight almost, and Hollow Knight's not even a roguelike. The only thing that's like that kind of got me was fuck, what's it called? Slay the Spire. Only the author like playing other deck builders later. But that kind of interests me a lot by just, you know, playing the different ascensions and trying mods and shit. I guess I just, yeah, I don't know. I like deck building. But yeah. No, the real deck builder that I first got heavily into, I'd already played for the Spider at that point, I think, but it was the Inscription. Like, played the Inscription demo and thought, that is fucking sick, I love this game so much, I want to play it. The game come out, I buy it, and it suddenly just changes entirely from what I expected. It wasn't at all the same as just the demo that I played. Which was kind of cool, but I just kind of wanted to play a continuation of the demo, not really this entire big story or whatever. That wasn't what I was interested in. Yeah. So I was really excited later when Casey's mod comes out, which is just like a DLC of some kind, like an addition, an update to Inscription that is canonically a mod, but it's not actually a mod. And it adds like a roguelike mode for it, essentially, where you can keep playing what is essentially the demo expanded, and I love that. It's pretty cool. Sank a lot of hours in that. Really loved it. Can recommend. Another, that might be my favorite deck builder. Card builder, deck builder, whatever. The biggest contestant for that is a game called Wild Frost. I really like Wild Frost. Just like a cute, like furry deck builder where it has more focus on a slightly different style of deck building. Instead of just having a character and use cards, your character is also a card. You can put other cards in front of you, behind you, and some positioning to mess around with, and also some. I really like that game. It feels like it's a really fresh take on the deck building genre, and I really liked it. Offers a lot of variety and combos and cool shit, while just being kind of cute. But it kind of was pretty short. Beating it, and then they updated it to have more content. Beat that. Updated it with a little bit more content. Beat that. Added mods. Played a lot with mods. Super good. There's some great mods in there. Beat most of them. So yeah, really like that game. Kind of wish there were somehow more of it, but I don't know how they'd add that. It's kind of complete, the game. It doesn't need more. I just like it when games don't end. I want to keep playing them. Which I guess is the point of a roguelike, but I don't know why I'm still not hooked on them though. I guess maybe I do like when games end, but I just want them to always have that next step, you know? Kind of like Hollow Knight. I beat the game, hell yeah. But there's also the true ending. You should get that. Okay. Get the true ending. Nice. They added DLC. But there's also this truer ending. Maybe not just really truer, but you know, it's a God Home ending. It's much harder. Like, okay, I'll get that as well. You do all the things to beat the God Home thing. Nice. But you didn't get the ending. You gotta do that by beating the 5th Pantheon thing. Blah, blah, blah. Spend a shit ton of time doing that. Hell yeah. Many years later, your friend starts doing a shitty, stupid challenge about trying to beat it with all bindings. You just jump on the bandwagon. Unbeknownst to you that it's gonna take fucking a year to complete. Beat it, and now I'm still kind of thinking about maybe beating all the bosses on a Radiant difficulty, but haven't gotten around to doing that. What? Neither my double jump or my dash triggered. Damn it. Valheim, also played that. Terraria? Really? I don't really feel like I play a lot of Terraria. I tried it out. I heard a lot of people comparing it to Minecraft, saying it's the greatest shit ever. It's a better Minecraft, so much better. Played it. It does not really that better Minecraft at all. It's just it's got better progression than Minecraft, better identity maybe, but like that's not what I like about Minecraft. I really like the building, the social aspect, the servers, the mods. There's also mods in Terraria, but no, Minecraft was for me was never getting mining, getting better tools, and then mining and current materials, and then gearing up and defeating the boss. That's not really the point of Minecraft, in my opinion. It's just like building with friends, going on adventures, exploring. Fuck, dude, I'm so fucking ass. Why am I taking so much damage? This is such an easy fight. Maybe it's because I'm looking at my left screen, my left monitor. Darkest Dungeon, a friend of mine bought that for me, just like offhandedly at some point during COVID, in the middle of a class. We were like talking about it. I was like, probably not gonna play it. I don't want to pay for anything new. He just bought it for me. Absolute fucking giga chat. Yeah, nah. Great fucking guy. Love of my life. Played that for a bit and never finished it. Couldn't figure it out. I got a few good runs, but then my best characters would just die, and I would just feel bad. Maybe I should try it again. I'm sure I'll be better at it now that I should acquire more knowledge about deck builders and I've become smarter as a person. So I'd probably do better. Also, a second one that came out. It wasn't really received that well, I'm pretty sure. I haven't really heard that much about it. I remember some outrage at like the first few trailers or something. And I haven't heard anything about it since. Maybe it's not even out. Who knows? There we go. Psychonauts, good game. Shogun Showdown, Rim World, also pretty good. Just Cause 3, I remember playing that. That's also a game I bought when I was relatively young, didn't have enough money to be buying mini games, so I played the shit out of that. Really loved it. Yeah. I don't think I really played it as the developers intended I should. You know, I feel like a lot of the fun from that game is like doing goofy shit. It's a grapple or whatever it's called, and just like killing people in fun, creative ways. But I just used a gun. I just used a gun and killed people. Blew up things with the bazooka they gave me and shit. Didn't really use many of the features like, oh, you can summon in vehicles and do whatever you want. I would just not summon vehicles. I'd fly around. That was pretty fun, I guess. But I think they kind of expected something different. There we go. Tabletop Simulator. I play Magic the Gathering on that. Assassin's Creed. Origins. I remember playing that, not liking the progression. Disco Elysium. Relatively recent. Catacomb Kids. Probably the most indie gemmest of games I've ever played. Westnoth. Also a pretty indie gem game. Like an open source strategy game. Fantasy. I'll probably play one of the campaigns again and just steal all their ideas for D&D. Among Us, pretty good game. Not really. I played a lot with friends, and they kind of made me a couple friends, I think, or at least I like. It's a good way to hang out with friends and meet new people, in the sense that I already met them, and it's a thing we could do together, and that's what I related to mostly. Is just that being like a tool to connect with people who are new to me, as new people, as I started a new chapter of my life. So, props to that game. Probably heal up. Red Dead Redemption, never really finished it. Probably should. It just didn't click with me. Role playing as a cowboy, which is not an asshole. He's just the outlaw. It's kind of. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like really immersing myself and feeling I'm this character and this is my people, and then they just go on and like fucking kill people or general assholes to society. And you're like, oh, look at these assholes trying to make a city instead of this beautiful paradise we have right now that is them being allowed to go and kill people and rob banks. Personally, I don't think those are good goals. Strong ideals that I want to stand behind, but whatever. Aside from that, the gameplay itself, not particularly my style. It's a lot of like just dialogue and story. If I wanted to experience a good story, I'd fucking read a book. That's a bad take, but I also don't really believe it anymore. But when I played the game, I totally believed that. I was thinking, okay, let's see if the story game is good. And everyone's hyping this game up. It can't be that good. And I was right. It sucked. I couldn't appreciate art. But also, I'm just not a cowboy guy, and hunting, not either. I don't really care about that. Doing random shit in games, like I never really played GTA and stuff, but the appeal of just walking around to random places and doing your own thing, and like killing random civilians and shit, never really interested me that much. If I were to play the game again, I'd just probably speedrun the story, which I probably will. Maybe I should do that now. Continue from the story where I'm at. The story is supposed to be supposedly really fucking good, so probably continue it. I did explore a few times and found random shit out in the random places, but I never liked the slow exploration on a horse, just trying to find interesting shit. It didn't really sit with me well. I really liked it in Breath of the Wild. There I would just use a horse to navigate instead of teleporting, because I found it a much more enjoyable experience just running along, like, appreciating the beautiful landscape and occasionally finding interesting things in my way. But somehow didn't do the same thing for me in Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I don't know. Breath of the Wild is also a game that I really love. I should play Tears of the Kingdom as well. Finish that shit. It seems like just an improvement on like just Breath of the Wild with more content. It seems like a great fucking game. Sure, they could have made a lot of like changes to really improve it a lot more, like balancing the menu system and like food and stuff, but at its core, Breath of the Wild is a good game. And Tears of the Kingdom just expands on that. I think. I don't know, I haven't played it. So we're finished. What the fuck? Oh man, I accidentally... Dude, I've taken 2 hits and I haven't even reached the second phase. I'm gonna lose to Markoth. I can already feel it. It's a valid death, I think. It's good enough. I've come far enough, you know, it doesn't really matter. Getting any further is just... for the sake of... to my detriment, really. It takes me longer. Has he reached the second phase yet? He still hasn't. What? Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm such an idiot. I just wasted all my options of movement. And I failed! Right, there we go. At least in the second phase now. Now when I take damage, it's more understandable. That was frisky of me to do. Woo! I'm such a fucking badass. As in, I'm bad at this and ass at playing, making bad decisions and performing them. Yeah, whatever. Don't need to be selfish. I should like be more, what's it called? Egotistical, arrogant, more self-absorbed, less self-aware. Like I like just shitting on myself, giving myself as little credits as possible. But really, I should start just going delusion route. I feel like that's a much greater like experience for myself. Also, I won. What the fuck? That ended quick. I guess I just my ball ass fucking plays at the end there carried me through this harder phase. Okay. Maybe tone it back. The delusion. That was not a ball ass play. That's not good. Alright, good, we got rid of them. Usually, like, the most important thing in these kinds of fights is just to get rid of the minions. They're gonna trip you out if you don't pay attention to them. Wow, it's too short, but then less than a minute. Oh, whoops. What? Whoa! Whoa! I blinked at the wrong time. And he just spawned on me. Oh my god, that's an asshole move. Can I heal here? Sure hope I can. Couldn't. Whoa! Oh my god, I'm misputting a lot. Whew. I did not die. Got health off. Oh my god, and I immediately do that. Am I an idiot? Yeah. I'm a lucky fucking idiot. I'd rather be a lucky fool than an unlucky genius. Ah. When in doubt, dive. Oh, okay, I should have died. Yeah, my luck could not carry me through that. I just played ass. Played badass, baby. Let's go. Keep it up. Alright, see you in 2 days. I'll go play Red Dead Redemption a bit. See how it goes. I'll talk about it next time, maybe.